What's up? It is number 10. I don't have dyscalculia. I know numbers. I didn't marry a math teacher who's a math major because she's good at what I'm bad at. That's not why I married her. It's a joke. But she happens to be the opposite of me when it comes to that, which is awesome. What's up, people? Y'all having a good night? I guess I should center myself more. Hi. How you doing? Doing good. Everyone feeling good. That's good. This is too bright. Hold on. Remote's down here somewhere. That's better. God, that fucking... I want to be able to see, but that thing's all up in my way. That's better. Anyways. Oh man, I forgot what I was going to talk about. What was I going to talk about? I'm hooking my Xbox up to this thing so I'm going to start recording this Copy Talk game. Just for fun. It's not a very long game. I want to figure out this whole recording game stuff because I feel like I'm just going to go into this new Starfield Bethesda game raw and just record that whole thing, because why not? I'm starting to have fun doing this. And the whole point was, once it started to become a habit, was to do other things with it. I know I haven't been going that long, but at this point I've recorded almost every night. I kind of want to play some games. And part of me is like, if I'm going to play them, why don't I just play them and talk at the same time? Like, why? That's a thing I can do. Found a lump of iron in my yard. Yeah, she's like a lump. I thought it was cool. I find lots of cool stuff in my yard. I don't know where it comes from. It might be the crows. I do feed a lot of crows. I don't think my neighbors know yet that the reason our neighborhood has so many crows is kind of my fault. I've been here for like 4-something years now, and I may have been actively encouraging their new home here. I like them. There's 3 in particular that hang out in my backyard all the time, just chilling. They let me get within like a few feet of them. I call them Hugin, Mugen, and Bob. Bob is a fucking idiot, and I love him to death. God, you ever seen a crow just like roll around in the dirt, hopping around like an idiot, while the other 2 brothers are just staring at him like, why is he our brother? But they're always around each other. I don't know. I love them. They're part of a bigger murder, but they all live in the woods right behind my house. Bleh. Oi, hoi, 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 hoity, hoity, tang, pay the day. Oh god, one of my best friends started watching these videos. I'm not mildly panicking about that. Just because, I'm a lot. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We're going to start not shitting on ourselves so much. Reaching new people is part of it. I'm always so sleepy. It's earlier than normal tonight. I am recording around 2:20, 2:30. There's a reason for that, though, because I have been hyper fixated on story building, world making, and map making, and have made so much progress. The map is like halfway done. I don't know how to judge its progress because, like, I don't know what the finished product is supposed to look like yet. It's just coming from here somewhere. And I'm not thinking about a finished product. I'm just going as I go, and it's like, oh, well, this needs this here, and because the story goes this way, this is going to need this here, and this land is going to have to form like this, and then, well, I made so many custom races for my world. I just finished one in honor of our wonderful gecko Storm. It's a race of sentient geckos called the Gekondra. I'm pretty settled on that name. I like that name. Desert dwelling, tribal, fucking like 3.5, 4 feet in height, humanoid-ish. And you got a whole thing for him. It's great. You got society background, culture, what they dress with, all that shit. I made so many custom races. A lot of reptilian ones. I realized that I think I am making part of my world. I am like, there's gonna be a lot of beast races, but I'm doing like more mammalian races are gonna be in the far west. They're gonna be, since they're so separated from the rest of the world, they're gonna be on their own like civilized path and have been doing their own things. They're gonna be pretty settled in their shit. Whereas my core continent and western continent are kind of connected by this thin bridge. The western frontier is like, it's a frontier of wild jungles and deserts and monsters and shit. Ancient magic, all kinds of stuff. That's where the humans show up for the first time. Whereas the core continent is where the more civilized races live. Humans aren't really in this world yet, so it's like elves, dwarves, gnomes, that kind of shit. And there's a big war going on between the elves and the dwarves. And they've been pushing the so-called monster races into the frontier. But monster races are going to be kind of like, goblins, that kind of shit. But also a lot of reptilian races, because they have the more monstrous appearance. But it's mainly because I just want to make a bunch of reptiles and amphibians and stuff, because I love reptiles and all that whatnot. And you can't stop me, because it's my world! I don't know who that was for, but it was for somebody. I don't know what that face is. I like making faces and doing voices and being weird. I found this fun band called Spoonbill. Oh, they're fun. Good shit. I was dancing and jamming and playing my slide whistle tune. And then I put my slide whistle down, and I have not seen it since in almost 8 hours. And I have looked for it. That's the way my brain works. Out of sight, out of mind. Oh my gosh. So my plan is to basically record some more of this this weekend, get my fucking recording gaming shit figured out, reorientate this whole desk into something more ergonomic to recording. But for tonight, take a hot bubble bath, because I like me a hot bubble bath. It's just so nice. So very, very nice. And I like me some good bubbles. Yeah. I don't know, man. I love a good bath. Baths are the best. I want to go to a bathhouse, but like the really nice Japanese bathhouse that have like the 20 plus different types of baths, electric baths and mud baths and the fucking 9 different types of salt baths and fucking. I want to go to a fucking, what are they called? Oh god. They're like the pod baths that like isolate you away from all senses, and it's so much Epsom salt. There's a term for them, and I could look it up, but I won't. But someone knows what it is, and when there's an audience and they're curious, someone will comment it, I'm sure. Till then, we all get to be in the mystery. Ugh. You ever get like a weird tingle in your ear? I do sometimes, and I'm like, I finger fuck my ear, Just in and out really fast, and it like scratches the itch with air pressure. Probably doing damage to my eardrums. But once again, I don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's just that those itches are deep and they're itchy, and I just hate them. And it's not all the time, but when it happens, that's how to get rid of it. Just yeah. Then it feels better. Like flossing your brain. You can also blow air out of your ears, and that works sometimes. You just go. Oh, that one feels weird though. Yeah. A long time ago, I used to be able to blow smoke out of my eye, tear drips, these things, and my ears. But it's weird. Sometimes you know bodily skills, and then you forget them, and then you relearn them. I have forgotten and relearned, and then forgotten so many things in my life. It's insane. And then occasionally, that knowledge just resurfaces like it never left for like years, and then it disappears again. Now, one time, I used to fuck with impressions a lot. Me and my friend Stevie we used to go all these places, and anywhere we go, if it was just me and him, we would immediately hop into our other characters. And he was an Australian guy, and I was a fucking Scottish guy. And it was like, I got better and better with my Scottish accent until one day, I had been practicing for a few days, and I realized since I lived alone, I hadn't spoken in my normal voice in a while. It had been going on like a week, and I forgot how my own voice sounded. In fact, I could not remember. I had begun thinking in that accent, and I could no longer remember how to think in a normal accent or how to speak in a normal accent. And everyone in my life thought I was lying, except for Stevie. And oh my god, it was one of the most hellish months of my life. And I've had a lot of weird months. But like, I thought I was going insane. So I was like, everyone was being assholes to me, because they were like, you're just doing this to piss us off. You're just trying to piss us off. And I was like, no, I don't know how to speak normally anymore. I have actually forgotten what my voice sounds like. And then one day, I slipped and I got a concussion. And all of a sudden, I was talking normal again. I've had a lot of concussions. Probably had some brain damage. Can't do nothing about that. I just gotta live with it. That's okay. I do live with it. Fanta, sponsor me. Not that I have an audience. I just want to have a supply of your soda. I have sunk so much money into drinking Fanta. Just give me a lifetime supply. That's all I care about. God, this thing, man. Hey, that's mildly better. And then I'll turn it up. There. I'm reflecting it off of the wall back at myself, so there's less glare. I don't know what that is. I think that's actually the wall. That is the wall. Regardless, it's better than what it was. Haha. The weird thing is, that light almost makes it look bright enough like the overhead lights on, but it's not. I can never tell when my glasses are crooked. I need to get them redone. Ha! Better? Good enough. Oh. Bleh. Oh, maybe I should move the microphone closer. I wonder how muted I've been this whole time. Who knows? Will I go back and edit it? No. Let's see, 14 minutes. I don't really have a lot of thoughts tonight. I've just been hyper-fixated right now, man. I want to go back to working on what I'm working on. But I do want to do a lot more recording stuff this weekend when it comes to the gaming and shit, because I want to do something when it comes to that. I'm starting to get the itch to do other things besides this, but I don't want to stop this because I feel like this is healthy. Maybe it's not healthy. I don't know. But it feels healthy. I'm actually feeling better after each of these. I kind of feel like I'm dumping out some demons out of my cup. That's a weird analogy. Like I'm popping a pimple of negativity each night, you know? Figuring out what's got me bummed out each night, talking about it, getting it wrung out, being like, well, I talked about it, so I'm good now. Maybe I'll figure it out, maybe figure out how to handle it. Maybe talking about it was all I needed. I don't know. But things have been kind of feeling better. Feel more creative than I ever have. I'm actually like really coming to getting this story together. The world building has been so much fun. I've been starting to fuck with music. Things are different. Things are looking up. I need to record a lot of these things that I'm doing. Who knows? Maybe people actually will think I'm good. I think I might be okay. Maybe good. That's really hard to judge my own progression as good at a thing. And it's hard for me to take my best friends at face value. Not that I don't trust them. I do trust them. I just can never get those thoughts out of my head of like, what if they're just trying not to hurt my feelings? They could just be just trying not to hurt my feelings. Though most of my friends are not the kind of people that would do that. So I don't know. All I know is I want to do some other stuff that also has a little bit more structure than this. Not that this isn't fun. I actually do kind of find this fun. But I wanna be doing something while I'm talking. I wanna be able to do something. Not always looking at the camera. Looking at the camera is frustrating. I forget to look at the camera. I just start looking around and la da da and then I'm just like out there somewhere under a rainbow. I don't even know where these phrases come from. My brain's just always on some sort of autopilot. Yeah. Yeah. I think it is time to go. Waiting on a shooting star. But what if that star is not to come? Will their dream fade to nothing? When the horizon darkens most, we all need to believe there is hope. There's an angel watching closely over me. Can there be a guiding light I've yet to see? I wish that for a chance to be now all I need. Desperately. I'm sorry. I just slipped back into a core memory of playing Lunar Silver Star Story complete as a kid. And that intro theme song, and oh my god, did that just come back full force. God, that's a good game. Such a good game. I own it somewhere. But I own it now, but back when I was looking for it, I finally get it. I got it as a gift. But when I was looking to get it myself, that game is like over $100 fucking now. When I first got it, it's an original PlayStation game. When I first got that shit was like $25. New. $150 is how much that one was. It's a good game though. It's like one of my favorite JRPGs. Ooh. I got the PlayStation 2 right there hooked up. I could play it. I only have an HDMI Elgato, otherwise I would totally play some fucking PlayStation games on a thing. That'd be dope. Why not? I would be curious to do streaming for audience interaction. Not that I have an audience yet, but like when I do have an audience, if I have an audience, you know, maybe I could try streaming some old video games. By that point, I can surely get something to help me hook whatever I need to up to whatever, you know. I can figure it out. I'm only somewhat an idiot. I'm a fairly intelligent idiot. See? You can't stop me, I'm Skeletor, Master of Evil. Snipply bitch. Whatever I do, but be the one that must do you. Do you harder. Do you hard. So hard. Harder than you've ever been done before. What would you say to that? Would you look me in the eye? Would you feel something stirring in your chest? What is that? Is that your heart? Ooh, is your heart beating just a little bit faster? I wonder why. Could it be the sultry, sweet sounds? My penis. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm gonna end it there. Good night, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. What is this voice I'm doing? Is it a voice? I don't know. Nah, I just made it worse. Hair, man. I have a forehead again. You know, I just recently, within the past few weeks, came to the realization, much to my wife's hilarity, that a forehead is called a forehead because you could fit 4 fingers on it. Didn't realize that. Didn't realize that my whole life. I'm 33. Makes a lot of sense though, doesn't it, you know? Forehead. And it was all because of a joke I heard someone say. I don't even remember where the joke came from, but someone said, that person ain't got no forehead, they got a full 5 head. And I was just like, a forehead is called a forehead because you can fit 4 fingers on your forehead. My wife's just like, yeah, fucking idiot. Oh, I love her so much. I don't know how she decided to marry someone as stupid as me. I may be stupid, but I am a wise motherfucker. Comes from many years of psychedelics and hermitdom. Really exploring one's own psyche in all forms. In both the darkness and the light. And guess what? You need both. You need to have the darkness and the light. With the darkness, you can appreciate light. But if it was light all the time, you would be so angry and you would crave the darkness. Because that's how it works, man. We got both inside of us. That's why you can't be happy without sadness. You'd never appreciate happiness. If you were happy all the time, it would lose its meaning. Without sorrow, without sadness, without depression, you can't appreciate how happy you are when you're happy. That's why I don't want to lose my depression. I want to manage it, of course, but I don't want to lose it. My depression reminds me that when things are good, I don't take them for granted. I'm like, this is an awesome day. I go outside and like I may be in pain, but it's like the temperature's nice and the outside is nice and it's not too bright, but it's still nice out. And it's like oh wow, I may be in pain, but it's so beautiful. Do you appreciate that shit because of the bad? The bad makes the good better. And because the good gets so good, That's why the bad can end up be feeling so much worse than it should. It's because the minute you're riding highs, that means you're going to ride some low lows. Comes with the territory. The key is learning how to adapt and manage it, and accepting that you may be having low moments, but as long as you just embrace that these moments suck dick, but you will have moments as equally great as this moment sucked. And they will come. I promise you. Those people that fucking shit on you and fuck with you your whole life growing up, those people end up having shit lives. And even if you have a hard one growing up, I guarantee you will have a more worthwhile one if you let go of all that. And realize that those people, they're never going to find true happiness. True happiness comes from suffering. You will never appreciate it as much as you do once you've felt true sorrow and sadness. And then when you do find some happiness, you're just like, fuck, man, I need this all the time. You don't, though. You don't. Sadness actually produces some insanely amazing things. Some of the most creative things ever have been produced through sadness. Some of the most amazing songs, paintings, books, all produced from heartbreak, sadness, and mourning. And my grandfather just died. I am sad about that all the time. But every time I'm sad about it, I then have all these memories that we had together, all these memories of his life, and I'm reminded of how great of a person he was, how amazing of a grandfather, and just how much he just loved living life. And then I'm not sad. And I think of him and I think that he wouldn't want us to stay sad. He would want us to always stay happy and loving life because that's what he loved. He loved life. God, I'm a sniffly bitch. Sniffly bitch. Bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch. Yeah. Well, what do you think, Baby Yoda? I don't know, sir. You should stop fucking talking and go fucking do something else. You're probably right, Baby Yoda. You're probably right. Yite. I tried to say yite. Well, might makes yite. And yite makes right. What is yite? I don't know, but it's tight. Don't ask. Don't ask. You're asking. You're fucking asking. I told you not to ask. Motherfuckers. If you keep asking, I'm gonna fucking... If you keep asking, I will turn it. Ask one more time. Ask one more... Alright, that's it. Nope, no more video for you. You wouldn't shut the fuck up. You wouldn't stop talking. You wouldn't stop asking. Nope. Bye. No more video.